My name is Jamia Williams, and this is the Jamia Effect. Welcome back. Today we're continuing the ClearLedger Tax Advisory Services case study. Before we can identify risk, we must understand what the organization relies on, and that is where an asset inventory comes in. Many business owners believe that assets are equipment or money, but in reality, it's anything that the organization relies on to carry out its operations. To understand what an organization depends on, I look at 5 key areas: the people that are involved, the information they work with, the technology they use, the third party or vendors they rely on, and the processes that allow the work to happen. So first, we're going to begin with people. Every organization has personnel that they rely on to operate. For ClearLedger, they have a lead tax preparer and seasonal staff. If one or the other was unavailable, operations would be directly impacted. Next, we have systems and technology. These are the platforms that allow work to happen, like tax preparation, software, email, and cloud storage. Organizations also depend on external support. For ClearLedger, they have an IT managed service provider and also depend on a document portal vendor, which means their operations will rely on external support. Finally, processes. These are the activities that make the service possible, such as client intake and reviewing tax returns before filing. Now let's look at what this actually looks like when it's mapped out. This is ClearLedger's asset inventory. Instead of listing equipment, we've mapped out exactly what the organization depends on to operate. For example, the organization depends on seasonal staff. That tells us they rely on personnel availability. The tax preparation software is a high criticality system because if it was unavailable, then the organization will be unable to provide its service. They also rely on an IT managed service provider, meaning that they also rely on third-party vendors for their operations. And the review before filing shows a quality control process the organization depends on before returns are submitted. So what this shows us is that risk does not begin with cyber attacks. It starts with understanding what your organization depends on day to day. In the next video, we'll use this asset inventory to build out an observation table and identify areas leadership should pay attention to. If you're a small business or a nonprofit and you've never mapped out what your organization depends on to operate, that's usually where risk management begins. If this would be helpful for your organization, feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. My name is Jamia Williams, and this is the Jamia Effect. Thank you for watching.